In a world where the mundane and the fantastical collide, Isekai Park introduces a thrilling and unpredictable journey into a reality unlike any other. Picture a universe where not only characters but entire worlds are plucked from their familiar realms and thrown together into a vibrant and enigmatic new dimension. This isn't your typical fantasy adventure. This is a park, a magnificent, sprawling park that serves as a meeting ground for heroes, monsters, gods, and creatures of all kinds from various parallel worlds. Welcome to the world of Isekai Park. The story begins with the sudden appearance of a young man named Kaito, an ordinary office worker who finds himself unexpectedly transported to a fantastical world. This is not just any typical isekai story where the protagonist must adapt and survive in a new realm. Kaito's world-altering journey takes him to an interdimensional park that stretches across infinite realities, known as Isekai Park. At first, Kaito is confused and overwhelmed by his surroundings. He awakens in a lush and vibrant land filled with strange creatures, towering castles and bustling markets. But the true mystery lies in the park itself. Unlike anything Kaito has ever encountered, this park holds an unimaginable power. It brings together different worlds, each with its own set of rules, magic and beings into a single cohesive, yet chaotic space. The moment he steps into the park, Kaito is not just a visitor. He is part of the grand experiment that is Isekai Park. The park is not simply a tourist attraction, however. It is a place of immense danger, hidden secrets, and unpredictable events. Those who enter its gates are not always there by choice. Some are summoned, others trapped, and still more wander in from different worlds and dimensions. It is in this melting pot of cultures, species, and powers that Kaito must navigate his journey. But here, every day is an adventure, as he meets unlikely allies and enemies who test his courage, intelligence, and morality. Throughout his journey, Kaito discovers that there are greater forces at work. The park itself is a living entity, its very essence tied to the worlds it holds within it. There are whispers of a hidden mastermind who controls the park's operations, pulling the strings and manipulating events from the shadows. Kaito must unravel the mysteries behind the park's existence while trying to maintain his sanity in a place where the boundaries between friend and foe blur, and where even the park itself seems to have a mind of its own. In Isekai Park, the rules of normal life no longer apply. Heroes and villains from a myriad of worlds come together, forming alliances and rivalries that can either save or destroy them. From magical warriors to futuristic androids, mythical creatures to ancient deities, no one is quite what they seem. Kaito finds himself caught in a whirlwind of political intrigue, personal vendettas, and existential dilemmas that question not just his identity but the very fabric of reality. But what makes Isekai Park so intriguing isn't just the diverse cast of characters and their personal journeys. It's the underlying questions it poses. What happens when different worlds collide? How do individuals from different realities cope with the idea that their world is just one of many? And perhaps most compellingly, what does it mean to truly be home? When the concept of home becomes fluid and ever-changing, the park's attractions are not only thrilling but also deeply reflective. Each area of the park is inspired by the cultures and myths of the different worlds it has absorbed. There is the elemental arena, where elemental forces clash in epic battles, the labyrinth of time, where the laws of time and space are warped, and the twilight realm, a place where dark forces lurk, challenging both the mind and spirit. These areas are just the beginning. And as Kaito delves deeper into the park, he discovers that the very fabric of reality is beginning to fray. A sinister force is at work, threatening to collapse the park and perhaps every world connected to it. In addition to the heart-pounding adventures, Isekai Park also delves into moments of quiet introspection. Kaito is forced to confront his own identity and the nature of the life he left behind. What does it mean to be a hero in a world where heroism is not always clear-cut? Can Kaito keep his humanity intact? Or will he become just another cog in the ever-turning wheels of the park's strange and merciless machinery? As Kaito grows, he learns that the park's magic is not just a tool for transportation, but a reflection of the inner workings of the multiverse. There are those who seek to control the park for their own ends, while others fight to escape its confines, yearning for freedom. Kaito is thrust into the midst of a battle not just for survival but for the future of all the worlds within the park. The stakes could not be higher as the tension between factions mounts, and the true nature of the park reveals itself.
The relationships Kaito forms along the way are equally vital to his journey.
From his first reluctant friendship with a stoic warrior from a medieval world, to an unlikely alliance with a brilliant scientist from a future dystopia, Kaito's bonds with the park's inhabitants drive the plot forward. The park is as much about personal discovery as it is about external conflicts, and Kaito's growth as an individual is intricately tied to the challenges he faces with his new friends. As the story progresses, the line between hero and villain becomes increasingly blurred. Kaito, along with his allies, must navigate treacherous terrain and confront morally ambiguous choices that will shape the fate of not only their worlds, but the very concept of existence itself. With each decision, they must grapple with the consequences, knowing that in Isekai Park, nothing is as simple as it seems. The true heart of Isekai Park lies in its exploration of identity, purpose, and the human or non-human condition. What does it mean to belong? Can anyone truly find peace in a world so full of chaos and contradiction? Kaito's journey is not just a fight for survival, but a search for meaning in a place where the rules are ever-changing and the path forward is never certain. In the final chapters, the stakes reach unimaginable heights. Kaito uncovers a conspiracy that threatens to unravel not just the park, but the very fabric of all the realities it encompasses. With his newfound friends and allies, he must rally the forces of the park's various worlds in a battle against an unseen enemy whose influence stretches far beyond the park's boundaries. The final confrontation will push Kaito to his limits, testing his strength, resolve, and sense of self as never before. Isekai Park is a compelling and exciting tale that blends action, adventure, and deep philosophical questions about identity, purpose, and the nature of reality. With its rich world-building, complex characters, and heart-stopping plot twists, it's a story that keeps readers on the edge of their seats from beginning to end. For those who love stories of epic proportions, diverse worlds, and characters who are as real as the struggles they face, Isekai Park is an unforgettable journey into the unknown. The park may be a place of wonder, but it is also one of darkness, mystery, and danger. And for Kaito, there is no turning back. This book is more than just a fantastical adventure. It's a profound exploration of what it means to exist in a multiverse of infinite possibilities. Isekai Park is a roller coaster of emotions, from heart-pounding action to quiet introspection, and it will keep you hooked from the very first page to the last. So what are you waiting for? Step through the gates of Isekai Park and experience the journey of a lifetime.